So, welcome everybody. We are glad you are here. This is Asante Organics. This is the only company that is in this space that has 100% organic, toxic free products. And I have been using them for the past couple of years plus and sharing them with people. And I feel like I'm a living testimony as a 61-year-old female that, is living this lifestyle. It's using these products lifestyle. I just talked earlier about exercise because 20% of what we appear like has to do with exercise, but the other 80 is our diet and all of it is our lifestyle. So, yes, I'm definitely a big advocate for this. And you are here because there's something that brought you here, whether it was a product or a person or something, but we are here to share some great things with you. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Michael Winiger, who is the CEO, who is the founder, and who is the guy who creates everything for this company. How about that?
Keep going. I love it. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, thank you for having us on. Thank you guys for being here. We really treasure your time. We respect it. We're humbled and thankful. And we're going to talk tonight about a company that is, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you what, she's right. First ever in the history of the industry of not only the home-based business industry, but it's also the first ever USDA certified organic online superstore where you can get everything that you do every single solitary day. So whether you're a little child, whether you're a teen, all the way up to a senior citizen, a man or a woman, you get up during the day, you live your life the way you live your life, and then you go to bed, right? But how nice would it be is knowing that we don't want chemicals in our life. We don't, and it's dangerous, and it leads to disease, dis-ease, and you will get something if you don't learn how to manage your lifestyle and your and what you're intaking on the inside and what you're intaking on top of you, and that's just a pure fact. And we know that 50% of all of the worst disease in the world can be completely avoided through what we're putting inside ourselves. And 46% of that worst disease, dis-ease in the world can be avoided by what we're putting on top of ourselves. We sometimes we forget that the skin is a living, breathing organ. It's the largest organ that we have. And I know we have Dr. Becky on, and you see her at least once a week, and we educate. We talk about the pond scum that you need to get rid of in your, the biofilm in your body, the brain gut axis, the brain skin axis, the brain heart axis, the liver, all the organs, because that's important, because we want to be operating as optimally as we possibly can. And you know what? It's amazing what I saw this company go through for 20 years. And starting with the product that got so much attention globally in the media, that it brought in so much money, we could advance this company, and we didn't know what we were going to do. I mean, it wasn't like we had this master plan. We only had a master plan of saying we want to change people's lives, become $1 billion giant, and use people and have people create success with it as well, because that is the fastest way to grow anything is by people talking about it. 3 products, right? And these 3 products, one I had for since the 90s, one we developed, and it went crazy. And it was on Extra TV, Good Morning America, Access Hollywood. It was on the Today Show, the doctors. We can go on and on. We've been in Elle, Vogue, Us Weekly, Woman's World, and we can go, Star Magazine. We don't pay for advertising or these stories. These articles come to us. And then we transitioned into an alkalizing company, right? Getting your body alkaline, keeping, in an alkaline environment inside the body, creating an environment where no disease, no illness, no sickness, no infection, no viruses, no cancer can survive in that environment. Not even fat can survive in an alkaline environment. And so we emerged into that. And in 2012, the NBC network says, this company has the strongest alkalizing products than any other company in the world. But you know what? The gap between us and the next company was so huge, it was unmeasurable. Why? Because we put a negative, because we put a negative 750 megahertz charge, a negative 700 megahertz charge on that particular product. And you know what? That's a good thing. Why? Because it becomes isotonic and it assimilates into the body and it works, and you know it works, right? And it creates, I mean, you can super alkalize yourself with that. And then you know what happens is comes 2000, around 2010, we're like, look, let's just create a full-blown, we got to protect the outside. You can't do good on the inside and put bad on the outside and think that's going to work. And you can't put good on the outside and bad on the inside and think that's going to work. It's not going to work. So you know what? So you have to do the both. Exactly. You got to do good on the inside, good on the outside. So we said, look, people don't want to be using chemicals anymore. People are becoming label conscious. People are reading because they don't want to get sick, or their family, or their kids, or their parents, or their grandparents. So we can see that all over the media. So you know what we did? We decided to create that company and then have the leading immunoenzymologist in the world, the guy who's the smartest person in the world, on our staff, help develop our products that got nominated for a Nobel Prize in gut health. And let alone, then we create an entire catalog that has been awarded. We won the awards, 14 Greenpeace awards in a row. That's huge. That's what you got on your hands. So you know why? So you can be safe, so you can feel good at night. So at night, you can do everything that you've done throughout the entire day and go to bed at night and have a smile on your face because you didn't touch yourself with one chemical. Everything, USDA certified organic, 100% chemical free. One of the only 5 companies in the world holding the Toxic Free Foundation certification, right? That's huge. So 100% toxic free and certified organic, everything plants. That's it. And if you want to talk about plants, go right back in the good book and go look at that. When the earth was created at the end of Genesis, what did he say? I gave you plants for food. So what do we know? We know that plants are food, plants are energy, plants are life force, plants are biomimetic. You can get minerals and you can get your peptides, and you can get, amino acids and your proteins and everything from plants. Plants are frequency, plants are vibration. Plants are bioidentical, meaning that chlorophyll and blood have the same chemical makeup of plants. They have the same chemical makeup, chlorophyll and blood. They're off by one number, but you know what? That's huge, because in the days of the world wars, they ran out of blood supplies. So what they were doing, what they were giving the soldiers, chlorophyll and coconut water transfusions, and they were going, wow, they're healing faster. They got more energy. It was amazing what they did, right? And then plants were man's first medicine. They heal. And why can't you do everything plants? You can, but we made it affordable. We made it to a place, it took it to a whole different level that when you look at this stuff, you're like, wow, there's not just stuff. It's not, we don't make just something to make it. Everything has a purpose. Everything's in an order. And where can you get the first USDA certified organic tooth polish where you can actually say that it kills the germs in your mouth that are linked to heart disease? That is huge. Along with everything else that we have, including the very first complete cleansing system inside your body. In 3 days, you can rid yourself of all the biofilm. And that's huge. And we can show you that. But Becky will talk about that. On another thing, I just want you to know that that's what we have here. And you know what? I want you to hear from some people. I want you to hear from I got a guy here we love this guy. We adore this gentleman, him and his family. We adore everybody, but he's special. And I'll tell you why. Because he was one of the first 10 guys in the entire world when we started this company. I spoke to him. And this was we weren't even opened up yet. I said, this is our idea. This is what we're going to do. And you know what? I want him to tell you about what he did and the benefits and the things that are affecting him and his life. Beautiful guy, beautiful wife, Steve Stay. Let's hear from you.
Ah, Michael, good to reconnect. It's been 20 years ago that we met in the hotel there in Arizona. A little bit about me, just set this up. I'm 70, just turned 70 this year. And for 62 of my years on this planet, I just had amazing health. That was my business. The time I was 19, a 70s rocker, I knew I needed to create some extra income. So got into network marketing back then. And yeah, it's been an amazing ride. Been really fortunate. But 8 years ago, all of a sudden, I was not doing well. Chronic fatigue, chronic deep bone pain. And I thought for sure I was dying. And that's what got me to pick up my guitar again at that time. So it was worth it from there. This is my little studio. I do talk stuff in is grandpa.rocks. But yeah, I thought I could fix it. I was used to being the one fixing everything, telling me, here's all, if you just do this, you'd be better. And all of a sudden, nothing was working for me. And I was someone who's used to spending over $1,000 a month on, health products and just taking the finest stuff. I had my own nutritional company back in the 80s, whole food product. And so it really did a number on me. And I thought I was dying. I thought I'm just going to go to the doctor one of these days and they're going to say, oh, I'm sorry. Wish we've caught this earlier, get your affairs in order. But if you see enough doctors, you're going to get diagnosed with something. Your allopathic doctors. I went to natural doctors, went to allopathic, and was diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, Epstein-Barr, you name it. MGUS was the scary one, which is a short for monoclonal. I can't remember what it is. It's something, but it's a precursor to multiple myeloma, which took my mother back in 2013. So I just kept pouring in money, throwing everything I could at it. And I'm embarrassed that I ignored. Say 20 years ago, we started with Michael, but Linda and I had just got married and we met through network marketing. And we had a lot of beaches that needed to be explored. And so we were able to enjoy the fruits of our labors. And so I ignored. I watched what's happening as the company morphed into Asante and these other products. I don't know why I didn't say, Michael, here, what can we do? Because back in April, just after having a knee replaced, I was coming off the opiates and not very well. I didn't respond to pain meds, so they had me on something I swore I'd never take. I was taking large amounts, and I saw that the Phyto product was coming out. And I said, Michael, I think I need this. I think this will help me detox, get out of things. And so we did. And then we talked about the reds and the greens. And so between those three products, within a week I was already eating very clean, but just adding those in place of the expensive, supplements I was taking, I started feeling better. And so that was April. Today, I can say this product line gave me my life back. I'm doing things that I feel like I'm starting my 60s over now. I've got a bunch of time to catch up on, but I'm just forever grateful. And that Michael hung in there with me and it was always open to talk. And because it's changed. And I've seen with my wife, Linda, who's a cancer survivor and has had issues. The product we'll have to let her tell sometime her story. She's training for a half marathon right now. And we'll do that at first part of October. So she's excited to get down and see again, Michael. see the staff down there who we've never met. And so thanks so much for creating this, being the person you are that just is a fanatic for clean, good stuff. We're on board. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm gonna tell you what, I just got them and I'm sitting here with them right now. What am I doing in 98-degree weather with goosebumps over here? This is crazy.
Mm.
So no, good stuff. And you know what? And yeah. And then Steve calls me up. I'm in Alaska, Mike. You know what? I'm able to walk. My knee, it's unbelievable. He just got a new knee. And I loved it. I mean, those are kinds of calls I like. I
Yeah,
really
I did 5 miles this last weekend. As Linda was doing her 9 miles, I got 5 of them in on my
Right.
knee. And yeah.
Awesome. Changing lives. That's what it's about. And not picking one thing or something and blowing something out of proportion with a word that we've heard, but we've not, we don't do that. We create solutions. What we do here differently, I think at Asante Organics, and I think that that's what we're proud about. We educate the general public. We do education. Education is first here. And then we provide solutions, because what good is the education if you don't have the solutions? But then we allow people to make decisions. And you know what? I like it because I see people making the decisions, the good, right decisions, right? And I'm going to introduce you. And remember, these are all people, leaders in this industry that have been around for a long, long time, that are looking into the business side of things as well. And you know what? I got a lady here that I respect so much. She's so beautiful. And I'm going to bring, they're all beautiful. I'm telling you what, and you guys, you too, everybody's all beautiful. And so, wow, she's got a story. Oh, I'm going to let her tell it. Joelle, are you there?
Hi, yes, I am. I am here.
All right, give us your story, Joelle.
Okay. I started Asante Organics in August of last year. I was having trouble walking, severe pain in my back, and severely overweight. I started the product slow. I was a little nervous. I wanted to see how they worked with me, and if I was going to keep on doing it, I was afraid that they would work, and I was afraid that they wouldn't work. And I watched Michael's alkalizing live that he did, and I kept rewatching it, trying to figure out how it would work for me. I started the products that I needed to and started to slowly lose weight in a healthy manner. I was really excited. Started lowering my medications, and some of them I eventually came off of. The last one I've just gotten off of is metformin. I am no longer pre-diabetic. I've lost a phenomenal amount of weight. I still have some to go. But I am walking. I am able to play with my dogs a lot more than I was. And my life is a lot more enjoyable thanks to Asante Organics.
Thank you very much. And you know what? Talking to Joelle and watching her go through that process, and we were accountable together. And I think that's what makes this company really awesome as well. Because when you see how this business works, when I talk about that, you become accountable for the person that you're working with. And that's what you should be, accountable. You're an accountability partner. And guess what? And everybody is. We all help each other. That's what I like the most about this whole experience with this company. It doesn't matter where you are. Somebody's always there to help you and talk with you and get you and help you with the results. And you've got all the resources to get those results. And I'm talking about, getting these things from the leading people in the industry, in those arenas that we actually are in. And we got some great relationships and things like that. And they always come on and help us out. And you know what? I want to talk to you and introduce you to a guy that, I want you to hear this testimonial, because wow. And I'm going to tell you what, I met him just by coming home after a 2-week visit that I took. And and really got my eyes opened up, and got back home. And the first thing I did was open up my Facebook. And what happened? First picture I see is this guy. And I've known about him forever, but I've never talked about him because he's the GOAT. It's like talking to Tom Brady. How am I going to walk up to Tom Brady and say, hey, talk to me? You know what? I'm the guy with the colors. Talk to me, right? You know? But yeah, the thing is I reached out to him and we spoke. It was amazing that he would say yes. I couldn't believe it because I knew of him forever. And, you know, and something told me, it was like, you know, thank you, Lord, because you know what? Why would I see that picture? Why would I reach out to him? And then he comes right back with me and says, call me. I was like, whoa. And we spoke. And then the next morning, I woke up to a huge moving letter from this gentleman, and to have him a part of the team. This is a guy who was in this space for 22 years, made $15 million in 22 years. 1 year, and this is from a product standpoint, he made $1.7 million for the year. He didn't do that going out there and peddling and selling products. He did that by helping other people get the success that they said, I want, here's where I'm starting, and there's the finish line, and I want to get to that point. And you know what he did? He ran right alongside with him until they got to that point. And that's why he earned $1.7 million in that year. And that's why he's so successful. And you know what? Now he's working with us on our team. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I still, let me see. Ow, I am awake. So with that, Robert Blackman.
Hey, buddy. Thanks a lot for the intro. I appreciate that. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the opportunity. It's going to be kind of short and sweet. I want you to grab a pen and paper. Whenever I like to do a presentation, I like to give some training. I want to give you some network marketing math, or we're also going to call it the Asante organic math. Okay. If you go and you Google the words average social security check, you're going to come up, and it took me to bankrate.com. So you can check me on all my numbers here tonight. They said the average social security check is $1,782 a month. Well, that's what we're expected to retire on. And you know what? Nobody here on the call can retire on that unless you move in with a buddy or an aunt or your brother or sister, or you downsize tremendously. So what I always like to talk about is in realistic numbers. What if we just doubled that? Okay, so in other words, you take the mindset, you still keep going to work, but you want to build Asante at the same time. So you get overwhelmed that you have to know everything before you talk to somebody, right? So I want you to take on the mindset that you're going to treat Asante Organics like a social security check. And all we're going to do is we're just going to double it. You're going to get your social security check in. You're going to get your Asante Organic check in. And instead of $1,782, I'm going to round that up tonight. Let's say you get really good. You put more money in your social security. You're at $2,000 a month. Well, what if we could double that to another $2,000 with Asante? So now you're at $4,000 a month. Now that's a little bit more realistic. Maybe some of us, maybe half of us, maybe 3/4 of us could raise our hand and say, hey, Robert, I can live on $4,000 a month. So it gives you something to look towards. Instead of looking towards, sometimes in network marketing, we're right here, that it's got to happen right now, or it doesn't work for me, or network marketing doesn't work. What you're telling me is not true because I tried it. I talked to a few people. It didn't work. They weren't interested. They said awful things about me and about the profession, about how they were in a company that closed. Why would I want to do that? And so when we're looking at network marketing from here, we're doing ourselves a disadvantage. So that's why I like to use the Social Security analogy, because it allows you to do what? Allows you to take on the same goggles that you have at your job. I'm now looking through my network marketing goggles that I'm just going to make $2,000 by the time I retire. And I'm going to take the products. I mean, my gosh, tonight, just alone, the testimonials of the products should put you in a position where you say, regardless if I want to build this, I'm going to take the products. I've been on the products for a month. My 29-year-old daughter came over and talked to me today. We visited for about an hour. And within the conversation, she asked me, hey, I've been seeing you're promoting this organic product line. How's that going for you? And I told her, and she went, you know, me and my husband, Matt, we're trying to change organic on all the food that we eat. And she goes, and I got to thinking, I watched one of your videos that you said everything that you put in your body and on your body. And she goes, Dad, the things I'm putting on my body, it's like canceling out the food that I'm eating that's good. So what can I do to get involved? I have to talk to her or approach her. I became an example to her, right? Where she came to me, hey, how's that going? So what you've got to do in this business is you've got to join the cause, C-A-U-S-E. You've got to join the movement. And it doesn't mean that you got to be like Michael and rah and know all these big long words that I can't pronounce. Him and Daniel have and Dr. JJ have created this for us where we don't have to be him. I just got to point to him. You listen to him, listen to Daniel, talk to Dr. JJ. These guys are in your hip pocket. They're working for you. You don't have to do everything, right? That's the purpose of this business model, is that not everything has to come through you. You're not the messenger. You're the messenger, not the message. So the messenger says, like I told my daughter, well, let me just text you my website. And she goes, well, I'll just buy from you. And I said, just become a distributor and you buy, save 30%. She goes, really? So she went home today and she's going to sign up. Easiest sign up I've had since I've got into business. Because I was an example, because she saw that I joined something. She saw that I was excited about something. And I don't want to go to my kids and force them, because if I'll talk to all 5 of my kids, well, exception my 13-year-old, well, she's going to get the kids lollipop vitamin. She can't wait to try it. But my other 4, they would all join because Dad asked them to. Dad told them to. So what I'm doing is I'm not talking to them about it. So if you've got some people in your life like that, you just got to be that example. Okay. So let me show you how to double your Social Security check tonight. That's the headline of tonight's call. How to double your Social Security check. Can you go out and find 2 people that you can show them how to make $250 a week? That's it. 2 people. You know, 2 people that are into organics. You know, 2 people that are into the green movement. You know, 2 people that would like to be involved in an organization that has the best products that you can't find anybody anywhere else. That's the #1 thing to me in network marketing, that if I joined an opportunity, I was always looking at this and I was always asking this question: can I get it anywhere else? If I can I get it cheaper there? I looked at our products and we can't get our products anywhere else but through here. #1, that creates the opportunity. Okay? #2, you've got to be able to join a cause or a movement. It just can't be something that is an excuse to make money. Lord knows I've joined those companies. I have. And why? Because I had raised my income level up to a certain level. A company closed. And, you know, it's not like I was still, my rent wasn't $500 a month anymore. It was $4,000 a month. Funny how that happens when you make money. You raise your income level. You raise what you want to do. Then the income goes down. So then what happened to me is I was in a position to where, I don't want to use the word integrity, but I picked the first program that paid the most money. And our products were just that they weren't good. They were an excuse to make money. So now you've got products that people are taking right now. All these people that gave testimonials, they didn't talk about, hey, I made $10,000 a month. I made $20,000 a month. They talked about how they changed their lives. That's the movement. That's the cause you can get behind, knowing that every single person that you introduce to this company, that you know they're going to be taken care of. That's the opportunity. In about 6 months to a year, you're going to talk to somebody and you're going to say, hey, I want to talk about this 100% organics. And they're going to go, oh, you mean Asante Organics? And you're going to go, well, yeah. Say, oh, yeah, I joined that a couple months ago. That's what's going to happen to you if you don't take advantage of this opportunity now, when nobody that you know is into it, when nobody knows their name. That's the opportunity as well. Nobody knows who Asante Organics is except a small circle of people. That's when you know there's an opportunity. So use my numbers. I'm going to read them off to you real fast because I know a lot of you didn't write them down. 2 people at $250 a week. 4 people at $125 a week. 8 people at $62.50 a week, and 10 people at $50 a week. That is the most believable game plan to go out and replace and double your Social Security. Michael, back to you, buddy.
Wow, that is powerful. And I'm going to tell you what, let's talk about this compensation plan. You know what? Because it is a business. And we're going to talk about the world going green, and Danny will take care of that. But I got to tell you something. This compensation plan, when we wrote this, you know, when you look at it, you're like, you can't even believe it. Because you know what you got? No gimmies, no gotchas, no hoops, no hurdles, no headaches, no trap doors, no secret passageways. Don't swing on chandeliers. We don't want any of your kids. We don't want no farm animals, nothing. You just go out and you're going to get paid for what you do. It's the easiest thing. And you know what? We created one that pays you indefinitely because you deserve to get paid indefinitely. If you spoke to 2 people and it grew down to 900 million people, you're going to get paid on those people. That is huge. And how about this? Something that has never been done before in the history of this industry. So you'll make 10% of all the volume that you ever bring into this company every single week. And anybody you bring into the company, you can match their check up to 100%. 100%. So if you just spoke easy numbers, if you had 10 people out there that were making $250 a week, just 10 people. You forget about all the other ways you get paid. You made $10,000 just on that, let alone on a matching bonus check. Now, you know what? Now you add your volume that you make throughout the week, and then there's 4 other ways to get paid. This is a priceless compensation plan. And it's unbelievable because it's just so wide open. And that's what we wanted when we were in this industry. Nobody has ever done it. Nobody's ever gotten it, but now you got it and now you get it. And I'll give you a really good example of something Dr. Becky told me today. She goes, this is how easy this compensation plan is. And just what Robert said, go find 2 people. Can you find 2 people to do the business? And you know what? She was a doctor whose family owns most of the clinics around you. You say her last name, the doctors are with their last name is crazy. And she went in and became a medical director of a company because when she got involved in that networking thing, she made millions and millions of dollars. She could quit her practice. Now she's here. Now she's the medical director here doing the same exact thing. And you know what? I want you to know about timing and positioning, where you are, what we're doing. And with that, and then we're going to end with somebody very powerful. And then I'm going to tell you, actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you about these promotions and these brand new things that we just launched, and we're making retroactive for the first of this month. So it's going to all accumulate, and these launches that are fabulous. And then we're going to end with somebody that I'm going to introduce that I have great respect for. But first, let's hear about timing, positioning. Daniel Winiger.
Thank you. So I just want to elaborate on the business opportunity itself, because timing and positioning are crucial when creating wealth. And whether I like it, whether Michael likes it, or anyone on this Zoom likes it, the world is going green, with or without you. So you really have 2 choices. You can sit back and watch it go green, or you can sit back and make a lot of green from it going green. Okay, and I want to speak about paradigm shifts, but I think it really relates back to what we're doing here. And that's just a fancy way of saying a product or device once brought to market, 8-10 years down the road, it's a way of life, pretty much globally. They're very, very rare. Most human beings will experience 1 to 2 in a lifetime. Now, the last chance we had to get involved in one was back in 1982. Okay, Mr. Jobs creates the computer, Mr. Gates creates software, and the internet's born. If you were first online in the 80s selling anything, from wristwatches to toothpicks to picture frames. I mean, anything. You are a multi-millionaire today. I tell people, go online now, open up a store selling whatever you'd like, and see if you become a multi-millionaire. And I would say your chances are slim to none unless you invented a new product that doesn't exist out there. Because there's hundreds or thousands of websites globally that are selling anything you can imagine. Missed out on the last paradigm shift. But here's the wonderful thing. Forbes magazine, business journals around the world are calling the green movement the next paradigm shift in life. Right now, approximately 9% of the world is green, meaning they're educated like us, and when they won't use products and put chemicals into their body that are linked to serious disease and illness. Because at the end of the day, this is a very, very simple business, okay? There's no selling here. That's a beautiful thing. You know, nowadays you have, you know, all these magic lotions, potions, pills, powders, patches, drinks, you know, to create true residual income like Mike and I did. And I got friends that haven't worked for 40, 50 years because they come from companies that have ancillary products, okay? Another fancy way of saying products people use every single day without thinking about it. I don't care where you live in the world. I don't care if you make $10,000 a year, 10 million, or anything in between. 9 out of 10 people wake up every morning and they stretch and they yawn and they get in the shower and they flip it on and they do their thing. You know, shower gel, they wash their body, their shampoo, their conditioner, they get out, they put their lotion on, they brush their teeth, they put their deodorant on, we go to work, we come home, we wash our hands, we wash our face, we moisturize our face and go to bed. And you do that all over again every single day until you die. Okay. You have to be a pretty good salesperson to try to get me to try your magic lotion, potion, patch. I don't care, whatever it might be. And now if you want true residual income, like myself and Michael and our friends did back 40 years ago, they have to stay on that patch or that potion or that drink for the rest of their lives. It's not realistic. But what is realistic is they're going to take a shower every day. They're going to brush their teeth. They're going to wear their deodorant. You know, so I always say Asante Organics truly offers a once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity because the world is going green once. You get one shot at becoming rich, retired, and wealthy from the green movement. Once that 9% is 90%, 95%, too late. All the millionaires and all the wealth has been made from the green movement, just like the internet. You know, the internet created more millionaires than any other product category niche in history. And they project the green movement to create more millionaires than the internet did. Why is that? Because again, the products that we have are staples in people's homes, not luxury products. We have luxury products with our Z3, you know, and some other things, essential oils. To me, that's something you don't have to have. But again, it doesn't matter how much you make a year. You're taking a shower, you're brushing your teeth, personal care products, right? And we're much more than that. We have, you know, alkalizing division, our gut health, you know, our weight loss division. But at the end of the day, if you can afford a shake to lose weight, you know, wonderful. We got the best one out there. But you're taking a shower. People don't think about buying toothpaste. You know, when they get low on it, shampoo, all your personal care, you just pick it up at the store. Well, now you're just going to change stores. That's what I tell people, you know. And we educate here. We don't sell anything, right? We're not trying to sell you anything. We're going to educate you on the products that you buy every single month, that you use on yourself and your loved ones every single day. And once you know what I know and what most of us know, this business is simple as A and B. A are all the products currently in your home, in your shower, on your countertops, with hundreds, not 10 or 20 or 50, hundreds of chemicals, and not linked to skin or eye irritation, but chemicals linked to liver and kidney problems, you know, Alzheimer's, dementia, reproductive problems in females, and the worst being cancer, because cancer kills. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, let me take a step back, most of you probably know this, but for the new people, the skin's the largest organ in the body. Our whole life we're taught you are what you eat, you are what you eat. Absolutely. And what I teach people all day long is you are what you absorb. Whatever you put on your skin enters your bloodstream in 26 seconds in all your internal organs in 5 to 8 minutes. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out if you're putting chemicals into your body proven to cause liver and kidney problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, good chance you're getting one of those. So now again, A and B. Once I educate people, spend just a little bit of time with them, have them watch a few videos that we created for you that do pretty much all the work for you. And I'm getting a call back going, holy smokes, Daniel, you weren't kidding. I thought you're trying to get me to buy your products, but I did my homework and I seen parabens, phenoxyethanols, butylene glycols, PEGs, chemicals again, not like the skin irritation, but cancer and Alzheimer's, dementia, organ toxicity, serious, serious disease and illness. So look, we have an extremely rare opportunity, and I truly mean that. We have a very stable company that's been around for a long time, that is front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. That's what I tell people all day long. I said, let this sink in, write it down, just think about it. If you can get involved in a way of life before it becomes a way of life, you're a wealthy individual. And that's what we offer, because people are getting educated very fast via just social media, via TV, radio, just all media outlets. People are starting to read labels. And what I tell people is always start at the bottom, work your way up, because they put the worst crap at the bottom. And just go Google your lotion you use on your family, one ingredient at a time. I promise you won't make it past 6 or 7 of them. It'll be hitting the garbage can. So timing and positioning, crucial. Timing meaning you being involved early in the beginning with Asante Organics here. And positioning being with a company that's in front of a way of life before it becomes a way of life. I think it's the best opportunity out there in the home-based business space. And I tell people, you find a company with a product line that's easier to create volume with, because let's face it, that's how you make your money, right? Sales, creating volume. And with a better compensation plan, and I'll join your company. And nobody's ever come to me because it doesn't exist. So hopefully that puts it in perspective. You don't want to get involved in this movement. You want to get, 7, 8 years down the road when pretty much it's a way of life. It's too late. Right now, 9% approximately, give or take, of this world is green. Get involved now. It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So with that being said, I'll throw it back to Michael, and I thank everyone for being on the Zoom tonight.
Thank you very much. We're going to talk about some good stuff, guys. Some good launches that's going to happen. I'm going to tell you something. When Danny's talking about timing and positioning, look, the world's going green, like he said. That space, there's a little bubble in that green movement, nutritional supplementation and personal care and home care, $9 trillion, 9 trillion with a T, right? And the thing is, we're the guys penetrating it. There ain't nobody else doing it. And that's huge. And remember, you live in here. I don't live in there. They don't live over there. We live in here. Start taking care of this, because this is where you live, right? And yeah, we're going to talk a couple, some launches that just came out, and then we're going to wind it down, and I'm going to let you talk somebody special. It's going to be great. And oh my gosh, and just imagine, how about this? This is something you really got to think about when you're looking at this company. Getting paid to shop and earning cash back on all your online purchases, converting what you already spend and buy into earnings. That is huge, right? Now let's talk about something special, because we got some launches. We've done something that no company has ever done in this industry before, and I'm going to start with it. So I've been in this, we've been around for 40 years in this space, and we've always seen in these companies, do this, 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 and this, and this, and then you earn a trip, right? And we're going to send you somewhere, and this and that and the other thing. Well, you know what? Most people don't even get there because they can't earn the trip, because it's so hard to get those things done. And these companies know that they're only going to send a few. Well, let's take that back. Let's reverse it. Completely make it really reversible, where everybody gets it. Well, how do you do that? Simple. When you come into Asante Organics, you can come in a lot of different ways, and you come in where you fit in. And you know what? You can't, even for people that are economically challenged, come in where you fit in. But for the Go Green packs, where it's the best value because you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck, a lot more. We build them to bring value to the customer. And these are things that you use every single solitary day. Well, guess what? From now until, and I'm going to tell you what, it's right on the website. You can, right when you get to the website, it's the second tab. So every single person, every single solitary person that has come in from the beginning of this month all the way to the end of October 30, it's October 31st, everybody that'll come in on a Go Green pack, remember, it's value and it's very affordable. What are we going to throw in there? You're going to get 2 airfares and a hotel stay. We're giving the trip to everybody just for coming into the company. The trip alone is more, it creates that value. The trip alone is like what the package costs, if not more. And you get to pick between 23, 28 destinations. You can go anywhere you want. And you know what? When you get that trip, here's the greatest thing. It's good for 2 years. You can hang on to it and just, you know what? Sit back. And then when all of a sudden you're like, boy, I got to go somewhere. They're getting on my nerves or maybe like that. I'm just saying, the bottom line is it's a trip for 2. Take your husband, take your spouse, take the kids, whatever. Everybody that comes in on there, they get that in their package. Now you're saying, boy, that sounds great, Mike, for everybody that comes in, but I've been in. Perfect. Because you know what? Every time you bring 3 people in, if you're already in our company, the minute you bring 3 people in on a Go Green pack, you get a trip. Every 3. So if you get 6 people in, you get 2 trips. That's for 2 people, right? You bring in 3 more, you get another trip. I had a guy, when I told this guy about this, he got so excited and jacked up. He came in, he got so excited. He came in and he already got a trip for coming in. And within 2 hours, he brought in 3 people and he won another trip just for bringing in 3. Now he's going on his next 3. And it's trips. And guess what? You get to pick where you want to go. The destinations are unbelievable. And you get to pick. And your airfare is paid for and your hotels are paid for. It's all on us. That's huge. How many people can you bring in and show them that and say, guess what? You get the package, you're going to get a free trip, just like that. Boom, a trip on the company. It's never been done before. I'm telling you, never. And we're going to do it for everybody. So now everybody gains. And all you got to do, bring in 3 people yourself, you get a trip. Bring in 3 more, you get another trip. How many trips can you earn? A whole lot, I hope. I don't have a big family, but I'll go with you. I mean, these are unbelievable promotions that have never, ever been done. Where have you heard that? It's never been done. In the history of an industry, it's never been done before. That we're going to throw in a trip that's even worth more than the actual package you're getting. It's there for you for free. Wow, that's huge. And belong to a company like this? That's huge. Now, let's talk about another promotion. Something that we just did now. Guess what? Get yourself on a reoccurring order or do $100 in volume a month, just like that. And every 3 months that happens, you're going to get a voucher for something that you want. Anything in the company, half off. Guess what? You don't have to use it. You could give it away. You could give it as a prize, or you can use it and get a shake for half price, a shake for $30, $30, $40, whatever. And you know what? We're working on something. You're going to love what we're working on. But right now, look at Connie. She's been on AutoShip for 3 months. So we're looking at everybody that's been on it as of now and giving out the vouchers. How big is that? That's huge, right? It's a great incentive. And it's stuff you're going to do anyway, all the time. These are huge promotions. So once again, you go on your website, second tab up, right there, new visitors, brand new people, come in, grab a Go Green pack because you're going to get great value and they're designed for what you want it to do. And you get a free trip Oh my goodness. Wow. I need a trip. I'm buying one. I'm telling you, trip, all these different places, anywhere you want to go. It's huge. And then you know what? If you're already in, every third person you bring in, you get a trip, you get a trip, you get a trip until October 31st. How many trips can you line up? And those vouchers are good for 2 years. Compliments of Asante Organics. The only company that is 100% chemical free, 100% toxic free, and certified organic and wildcrafted, USDA certified and wildcrafted plants. What you get here, only plants. And you know what? I can guarantee you this. They're going to smell better. They're going to perform better. And you're never going to find anything with a negative 750 megahertz charge because we had to build the machine to do it. We're the only ones in the world that do it. And there's a reason for it. You'll learn all about it. But now that we got that all, we got your prizes and all these great promotions out. I'm going to tell you what, we're going to end this up and I'm going to hand it over to John. I'll take it back with one last word. And I'm going to tell you what, this guy was one of the top millionaires from another company. He's over here because of the value. Great guy. Oh goodness. And he'll work with you too. And whew, get more goosebumps. Good thing I got goosebumps over everybody. It's just like all these guys, what's going on here? You know? So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to hand it off to him, Mr. John Macker.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. I mean, great testimonials again tonight. I mean, Steve, wow, phenomenal testimonial. I shared last week that I dealt with the same situation with my mother-in-law, and 6 months later, after the Reds and or not Reds, but the Greens and Sprout Sterols protocol, she was free of any previous condition that she had. I don't like to mention it on the webinars, but we all know what it is. And you know, it's interesting because you guys touched on a lot of things, and I'll share a quick story with you. And we've already been on for a minute, so I'll make this brief. But I had lunch with a networker friend of mine who is in a company that has a binary, and they have a 30. The top check match is a 30%, and so we overlaid this compensation plan with his compensation plan and did the math, and it turns out he would be earning 3 times as much money in this compensation plan than he's currently earning in his current compensation plan. I see Robert laugh, and he's like, yeah. And one of my mentors in life and in network marketing is a 96-year-old retired butcher who found network marketing at 64 years old. And since his 74th birthday, he just turned 96, and he's made, as a family, over $100 million with his company. And so he's one of my mentors, and he says, John, you got to know the numbers. You got to know the numbers. And I really appreciate the nuggets that Robert drops, because he knows the numbers. And, you know, it's so fun and exciting to be involved with a company that has products that are fun, right? I mean, I look at these are amazing. They're fun products, right? The Daily Digest. I mean, we were having dinner the other night, my wife and I, and we pull these, we carry them around. She keeps them in her purse, and she pulls them out, and we're eating them before we ate our meal, and we had a couple people ask, what are you guys taking? It's like, well, digestive enzymes. It helps break down the food, and you get more nutrient absorption, and blah, 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 blah. And it's fun and exciting to share these products, right? I mean, we all know about the Reds and the Greens. Fun, exciting products, right? And where I'm going with this is, like, this is one of my favorite products, the cellular salts. I mean, I take this 2 or 3 times a day. If I'm feeling down, or like where I used to go to for an energy drink or a Red Bull or something like that, I just drink a cup of this and I'm brand new. But one of my favorite products, and I order multiples of these on a monthly basis, is the vitamin C serum. And I know I'm a guy, I have a little bit of hair on my face right now, but I do shave, right? And I use this to shave with. It's fun. These are fun products. And at the end of the day, we're either part of the solution or we're part of the problem. Isn't it nice to know that you can be involved with a company that is part of the solution, and you have the best compensation plan in the industry, hands down? I've been doing this 30 years. Robert's been doing it 40 years. Michael's been doing it 40 years. Danny's been doing it 40 years. JJ's been doing it 40 years. I mean, you have over 150 years of experience leading this company. And we're all willing to help each and every one of you. And if you're brand new with all these promotions going on, where else would you want to be? There's a lot of uncertainty in the network marketing industry. There's, you know, Rodan and Fields just went direct to consumer. And I happen to know for a fact, because I have friends on the inside, that there's other large companies getting ready to follow suit. This company's been here 20 years, never missed a check, never changed the compensation plan, never compromised the products. Where else do you want to be? My other company that I made a few $1 million in that Michael mentioned, they changed the compensation plan 3 times in the first 3 years. This company's never changed the comp plan. So at the end of the day, we're either part of the problem, and you can market gimmicky products that, you know, trick the pituitary gland to do this, or it causes this, or they say it does this, or this peptide does that. Or you can get back to basics and just put clean, green products in your body and feel better, like Steve. And they're fun. So I love Robert drops little training nuggets. So I'm going to drop one. I'm going to leave you guys with one as well. Okay. My LLC is called SIP Solutions, SIP. So what I want you to do is on a piece of paper, draw a triangle right now. Draw a triangle. At the top of the triangle, write an S right next to it. On the bottom left, I want you to write an I. And on the bottom right, I want you to write a P. It's an acronym I learned from a gentleman named Brig Hart, who was one of the biggest black diamonds in a company called Monavie. He built an empire off a similar mantra. It's not the same words. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. I made it my own. And that's the beautiful thing about network marketing. You're allowed to do that. And it stands for share. The S stands for share. The I stands for invite. So you share the products with your friends and family and loved ones, your chiropractor, your dentist, your lawyer, your any professionals you know that have large networks and, you know, big contact lists. Share the products with them because they're fun and exciting. They're going to want to know more about them. So share them, right? Then you invite them to a 3-way call with your sponsor or your leader. Take me to your leader. Remember that. Take me to your leader, right? And it's like Robert said earlier, I just point them to that guy. I don't have to be the authority. I just point them to that guy. So take me to your leader. You invite them to a 3-way call or a video to watch or a webinar like this presentation. So they can get educated. Like Danny said, we don't sell anything, we educate. And then we present the opportunity to them. Then it's up to them if they want to make a decision. Okay. But I mean, I gathered 4 or 5 really good contacts over the weekend because we were out of town for our anniversary. And you know, now I got to follow up with them. So the fortune is in the follow-up. Now you got to do the work and follow up with them, right? But I'll get them. I'll get them. And the key here is share, invite, present your business every single day. Every single day. And it's the consistency. Don't just do it, you know, once a month or twice a month or a few times a month. It's called network marketing. My business works when I work it. So it's the consistent daily action. Even if you only did, I mean, it's so silly. Even if you did 15, 20 minutes a day of share, invite, present, share, invite, present, share, invite, present, share, invite, present. Okay. Guess what? Your business is going to grow. And people say, well, I don't have enough people to talk to. Well, if you did that, you would, because you're going to create your own contact list. That's going to create a lead generation system that actually takes care of itself. And that's how you win in this business. So remember, at the end of the day, we're either part of the problem or we're part of the solution. And here at Asante, we are part of the solution. And you stand a chance to make a home run here. So Michael, I'll give it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I've got another background behind me. It's not because like I'm in the kitchen like Martha Stewart. It's because it was getting dark out there and you wouldn't be able to see me. And then you'd say, wow, Mike is as tan as his brother right now. That's because it was getting too dark. So I want to end with this. Hey guys, I want you to think about something, okay? the end of the day, you got to think about this because it was told to me, impacts my life every single solitary day. And this is why you want to look at this company as a product line before anything else. Because when I left somewhere a couple months back, I had a gentleman that said this to me, who's one of the biggest research center owners in the world. And he said, at the end of the day, I want you to sit on your bed and you think about everything you put inside yourself, Mike, and everything that you put on top of yourself. And either, doesn't matter how small it was, or how big, or how large it was, you're either doing one of two things. You're participating in your life, or you're participating in your death. And it's just that simple. You get to choose. Taking care of your health is your responsibility. And I'm going to tell you, once that was said to me and I heard it with my ears, I'll tell you what, everything I pick up, every single thing, I think about it, it's so engraved into my being that I think about that. I'll pick something up and say, am I taking care of my life or my health? Am I taking care of my life or my death here? I mean, what is this stuff? Do I need this? Things like that. And it's really impacted my life. And I know we went long today, but we had promotions, we had things going on. And thank you, everybody that spoke. And thank you, everybody that didn't speak. We love you all. We're going to do this together, take this thing to the top. And when you see what's going to happen here, you're going to be happy. You're in a nice small database, 20 years old, but small. That's going to create sustainability, viability. It's residual. It's generational. You can give it to the kids, the grandkids. It's beautiful. What a beautiful thing you guys have. What a beautiful thing we all have. And being around these beautiful people. And you know what? All the negative things can stay right out there. This is good energy, good energy, good energy. And you know what you're going to get from taking these products? Good energy, great energy. So God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your businesses. And you know what? If you want to reach out to any of us, you got things. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here in your time. We're thankful, we're grateful, we're humbled. And we will see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we got Todd Falcone coming up. Tomorrow night, I would be here. I would make it a really good, put it on your calendar, make it a point to be here to talk to Todd and listen to Todd. All right. Well, you guys, peace, love. You'll see me again on broadcasts and everything else. I love you guys and we love you guys. And thank you so much, everybody. And you have a blessed evening. Thank you.